Did you see? And this always surprises me because it seems like if you let the artists that were around Tupac tell it, they were all Tupac wanted to sign all of them to Machiavelli Records. But Lowe mentioned that Tupac said, and Lowe mentioned it kind of in a better way. He didn't flat out say that Tupac wanted to sign them. He just basically said that Tupac told them, if your album isn't out by the time I get Machiavelli Records set up, I'll put it out through mine. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on a lot of artists claiming that Tupac wanted to sign them to his label.
Well, Tupac knew that he had a relationship with Suge where he could be like, all right, well, if you're not trying to put it out right now, I'll put it out through you, because his deal was going to be up under Death Row Interscope. Tupac wasn't going to be setting up, doing anything on his own. He was still using Sharitha and Suge as management and stuff like that. Yasmin and them was doing business affair stuff at the office. It always bothered me that everybody want to think like Tupac and Suge were. I'm not saying today, 2023, they wasn't planning on being in business together, but those dudes was in at the hip. Suge, Tupac looked at Tupac. Tupac looked at Suge as his savior, like somebody that stepped up and came and got him home, got him out of prison, and let him start back working. He was finally with somebody in his mind or in a situation where they wanted to be together. Not saying it would have always been that way because we know how relationships happen. But I can honestly say when he was riding in that car sitting with him on September the 7th, 1996, he didn't have no intentions or no desire of leaving under being with Suge Knight. Maybe, Death Row as far as Machiavelli / Death Row. Even if y'all looking at All Eyes on Me booklet, I think it says something about Machiavelli Records and stuff like that. You always say that he was going to sign with Quest, go and be with Quest. As I remember, Quest's deal was with Warner Brothers, or Time Warner at the time. They had just got Tupac off that label, if I'm correct. Suge had controlled Universal and Jimmy. Priority Records and Suge had a great relationship. Arista had Biggie, or BMG. They had Biggie and Puff. Atlanta had pretty much got out of that type of music. Island Records was just a distributor like Interscope. They had to go and get deals with other companies. So where was Tupac? Even where was Quincy Jones? Not say Tupac was going to take and get a deal for Tupac. If y'all want to believe that he was leaving Death Row and he Machiavelli Records. And I even heard somebody say, and they keep saying Suge gave Death Row East to Tupac to keep him there. Wish y'all stopped saying that. Death Row East was just something that was created, never was officially done, but it was off the grounds to get done. And that was just something to have East Coast rappers signed to Death Row. It probably would have eventually been a Death Row South and all of that. So it wasn't like he gave that up. That was just a branch of Death Row. Tupac owned situation was going to be Machiavelli Records. Snoop Dogg's own situation was going to be Doggy Style Records. Hammer Time situation only going to be Hammer Time Records. Now, they could have eventually left from being with Death Row, but at that time, they were planning on doing business with Suge Knight. If they all had other agendas, then what are y'all saying about them? What do y'all keep saying about them? They some snake ass motherfuckers, I'll say it. If Tupac was up there hollering 3 to 4 days prior talking about Death Row and Death Row East and all that, as we know he was at the MTV Music Awards. If all of these people, the people in earshots or whatever, honestly believe that Tupac was saying one thing, but was going to do all the things that the other people were saying, then that was a snake-ass move on Tupac Shakur's part. It was. If I'm planning on leaving Bond first and start fucking with John, I'm going to tell him, hey, John, I'm about to move on. I'm about to go do something at another channel or do my own thing. But if I just up and pop up one day and John wake up and see Reggie Wright's channel, and I never even informed John that, hey, I'm planning on leaving business with you. I'm not dealing with you no more. Then that's a snake-ass move on my part. I'm not saying that people don't do it, but how would that make me look? So I'm saying, how would that make Tupac look for all the stuff that y'all keep accusing him on doing towards Suge Knight? I'm just telling y'all to think. Think about what y'all be saying when y'all be saying this stuff off of opinions and things that y'all done heard this person said and this person said. And then it grows. It grows and become a leg of its own. Because that's all that's happening. Tupac Shakur was not done with Suge Knight yet. I'm not saying it wouldn't eventually happen. Who knows? But in 1996, they both needed each other. And they both were happy with each other. Peace, Bomb first.